Oh, you're talking about Ilbenak's country. My bad. I am sorry. Oh, shit. Well, we don't want to draw a line. Both sides should prepare a line of Krazes. Winner is whoever makes it past. You're not going to let that go, are you, Different? I am under the sea. Ariel? Oh, God. There's explosions. I am now out of the sea. All right, so here we have blue 4. We've got 2 zeros ready to go, a white one and a green one. G-Legs flying the white one, Mountain flying the green one. Here are your 2 6-inch guns, and we got 2 light tanks right here with those tank crews. All right, blue 4 is going to be Japanese forces. So they have the Type 100 SMG, the Type 99 bolt-action rifle, and they're going to have the Type... It's either Type 100 or Type 99 LMG, which is basically a Bren. But we also have bazookas in play for AT guys on the blue 4 side as well. Otherwise, this is mainly a bolt-action army. Otherwise, leading for this one is going to be Pierce, leading round 1 blue 4 defense here. Racket is going to be the platoon medic. Sam leading the X-ray team. Lolo taking the scoped Artistia, I don't know how to pronounce the damn rifle. Type 99 bolt-action rifle. Jabby being the medic. Mike being the 2 IC/spotter. Vagrant leading Charlie with Mr. Chicken being the medic. I'd assume this is Charlie 1. Den leading that group. They're starting to merge under Charlie, actually. So I'm just going to consider this entire group here. So Jack, Ace, Den, Box, Phoenix, Grav, Ivan, and Thrill House are going to all merge under Charlie there. You got Rancid leading Echo. Echo 1 has Rickenbacker with Killer Wolf and Z Thomas. Echo 2 has Wallace and Immortal Flame with Swede under him. Foxtrot being led by Artisan with Space Cowboy Carl, Absorbed, and Blam under him. Alpha 401, which I'd assume is a subgroup of Foxtrot, probably going to merge, is Schnuffles and Corvo together. One tank crew is Arcane Wise and Ilbenek. The other tank crew is Bobby, Bossman, Gur, and Steel. And I've already said Mountain and G-Legs are flying. Jack will probably fold in with someone. He's under Charlie 1. Okay. Otherwise, pretty solid defense here. Are these Bettys? Oh, God. I think those are Betty Bombers. Cool. Otherwise, looking over at Green 4 here. So Green 4 already have the tanks on the ground here. These are just some standard Shermans here. But otherwise, the remaining guys are here. And so they have a script for the planes for them to automatically be in the air and flying. They just have to make sure they have their engine fully on before they do it. Otherwise, they could still crash into the ground. They had it last year. Let's see if anyone manages to scuff it, though. So you have multiple landing craft here, but only 2 of them are going to have ammo, and I think they're separated by that little thing right there. But you have your battleship fleet doing stuff here. And I'd imagine all these boats have their sim disabled because they're just floating. And then you have your boats, quote-unquote. It's a very powerful battle group, guys. It's doing a lot. It's doing a lot, all right? Easy. Otherwise, your attacking faction with U.S. forces are going to see M1 Garans, M1 carbines, Browning automatic rifles, maybe some M19 19A6s. I'm looking. There's there, right there. Yeah. Probably some Thompsons for your leadership. There's the Browning. And beyond that, I don't see anything else. Probably Springfield here, the Thompsons on the leadership units. Springfield for the sniper, I'd be willing to bet. But otherwise, let's look at our groups here. So Mr. Despacito leading Platoon HQ for Green 4 time because the 2AC Sushi has the medic. Barnes leading X-Ray Tender Banner with the scope Springfield. They're trying to swim. And Squeak as the spotter. Anderson leading Alpha Squad with Martin as the medic. Patriot leading Alpha 2 with Loki, Banks, Cobb, and Kevin under him. Sven leading Bravo with Parker as the medic. Lurch leading Bravo 1 with Nuclear Moose, Russell Lennox, and Mito. Bravo 2 led by Norris with Bates. Screen Shade, Eagle, and Poe. Gamma 1, one of the 2 tanks, is going to have King, Novix, and Naders together. And Gamma 2 is going to have Bands, Guy Fieri, and Michael together. 2 really good tank teams there. We have Maz flying 1 Hellcat, Flux flying the other. They are identical in the terms of looks. And then we have Charlie 2 on the bottom. Interesting. With Scandy, Recon, Nemesis, Naps, Puma, Waldo, Whiplash, Zuck, and Stark. Leg is on his own. Charlie 1, I'd imagine he's going to form in with Charlie 2. And then Echo 2, another team, is going to be Cosmonaut, Thorn, Fist, Warwick, and Dreek all together. All right. This is round 1. Falcon, if you want to fight Pepega and Scandy, go blue 4. If you want to join Pepega and Scandy, go green 4. I really couldn't begin to tell you who has the advantage here. But otherwise, blue 4's first sector is this entire strip of land, which is a lot. All right, that is a lot to work with. We'll see what they are capable of. Sector 2 is this little HQ building right here and the area around it. And Sector 3 is this position back here. And you can just hear this position getting shelled to shit. Interesting. Now, while all this is going on, I'm going to make a note in my sticky note here to start writing down any NA highlights, and we still have 10 minutes to go. So, chat, how is your evening tonight? Looks like Blue 4, they can only go as forward as Sector 1 here. It's quite interesting. We'll see if there's any other adjustments otherwise, but that seems to be it for the most part. And it looks like the tank crews are already starting to do reconnaissance. Green 4 can already start moving their infantry in the form of these amphibious landing vehicles, and it looks like they are already starting to do just that. And it looks like the remaining guys are going to load up back here. Maz and Flux are also in their planes ready to go, but we just have a little bit of time to work with. Oh, what pizza did you order, Nightstorm? And Ghost Wolf, I did just hydrate, so thank you. What mod gives you all the American equipment? I think it's all a mix of IFA and Faces of War, but there's also some specialized World War II mods out there, like US military mod. That can make it even more in-depth, and you can, go to, like, the 101st Airborne, 82nd, 506, that sort of shit. Vodka or rum for tonight? You know what, Phoenix? Go with your heart. Enjoy being home, right, Oberor? I'm happy to hear that you have returned home. Hope everything's going okay with you. Everyone always asks where's the battle group, but not how's the battle group. God, those memes are funny to me. A smorgasbord. Nice. Was that a round that went over his head, or was that just me freaking out over eyesight? Don't Arma each other. Not right now, please. Oh, that would have been funny if that launched that other tank into the frickin' ocean. Green 4 is down to tank. Restart the mission. These guys are getting set up and ready to go. Yeah, these guys are going to make landfall before the mission starts. They'll be fine. So Different saying he thinks the attackers have the advantage because they have the numbers and the rate of fire with the semis, and unless the defenders can keep them at bay, yeah, they will probably be in trouble. Again, Blue 4, they do have more automatic weaponry. Here's the thing, though. Even the Green 4 pilots said that Blue 4 might have the more superior pilots, but I don't think the pilots are going to make too much of a difference in this operation. I think that's just something fun and cinematic to have in the air while the actual fight goes down. These two Shermans are going to completely outperform the Blue 4 tanks. And here's the thing, Green 4 has a 15% number advantage, but they have 2 tank crews and 2 pilots. Blue 4 has 2 tank crews, 2 6-inch guns, and 2 pilots as well. So that's only going to further skew the number advantage in Green 4's favor. I'm really worried that Blue 4 is going to get out, basically just overwhelmed at this point. And we saw how tanky these 2 Shermans were back in the 3rd round of EU. So I don't think we're going to see the Shermans take any real damage here, because they were taking fire from a 76mm and it just didn't do shit. It only penetrated in and killed off people within the tank, but it never outright destroyed the asset, or even showed a damage texture in it. So I'll have to see how things go. Nightstorm saying he's getting a Jet style, which is Detroit style pizza with a thick slab of garlic bread. Oh, it's delicious. Half ham, bacon, pie. And I was just starting to like you, Nightstorm. I was just starting to like you. All right, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Just strip him of his Lance Corporal badge, strip him of the Betty. Nah, I'm just kidding. Look, here's the thing. Like, pineapple and ham is a good mix. You got the saltiness of the ham, the sweetness of the pineapple, but then you gotta go put it on a pizza. It's just, you're breaking my heart. Breaking my damn heart. All right, 5.5 minutes remaining. I mean, yeah, so both sides have bazookas, which means they can also rearm off of each other's AT. But again, I think Blue 4 is going to be way too stretched thin, and then the majority of their weaponry are bolt-action rifles. Add to the fact you got Scandi and Pepega on Green 4. I mean, it's just... there's a lot stacked in Green 4's favor. Now, the first round of EU was a lot similar to this. I thought the defenders would get their butts kicked, and they were also the Japanese force, but somehow they pulled through. Now, I'm going to be honest, though. That was mainly because they had Pepega to work with them, and they had Bands, which, in my opinion, is the top player of FNF. So, who do we have on the defender side that's really going to help stem the tide? You know what I mean? Let me check the log here. I want to believe. I don't think Falcon can stop everyone with a bolt-action rifle, but he is damn well to try. Pierce is a pretty good commander. Ilmanek's pretty good with the tank. Mountain and G-Legs are good pilots, but I don't see the Zeros doing anything after fighting the Hellcats. It's tough. This is going to be tough. I really don't know. Yeah, no, I've seen really good players in FNF. I've seen Pepega get overrun because they only had bolt actions, but they were fighting dudes with like automatics and freaking semi-auto M1 Garans and shit, or SVT 40s, depending on the faction they're fighting. But that was all of last week, so even Pepega wasn't able to really turn it around. I will say, though, this week's matches with EU relied a little more, if not a lot more, on individual players making multi-kill plays than last week. Last week was just an all-out slog, but all 3 EU rounds, if I recall correctly, got really, really close. Round 1 EU was pretty close. Round 2 EU also was technically close, but you could see where it was going. Round 3 also got really close. They all got within, I want to say, single digits of players on both sides, but I mean, that's to be expected. That's how chaotic this shit gets. Two and a half minutes remaining. I don't know the exact shell counts of the vehicles because we don't have the newer framework. They're using last year's framework for these missions because they didn't want to port everything over. So I can't tell you how the round counts of the tanks. I think both sides do have HE capability, but I don't know how much. Here's another thing I'm going to say. This is a death trap. Being on these guns is a literal death trap. Yes, you have a 30 cal. By the way, this is a 30 caliber, not a 50 caliber, so it's pretty much like a 7.62 rather than a 50. So it's not really an anti-material rifle round penetrating, it's just a suppressive round. And then Blue 4, they also do have 2 static MGs. I don't see them holding the bottleneck here. They have a few guys in here just for the sake of holding, or at least staying in this territory. Where did Falcon fold in? He folded into Echo 2, and they're on the back line. All right. Oh, man. Let's see it. It's a full auto M1 Garand. Hey, you can get like 5 shots out of the M1 Garand before that guy with the Japanese Type 99 rifle can finish pulling his bolt to fire the second round. And those 5 rounds at 7.62, or excuse me, 30-06, that's enough. 30-06 is pretty similar to 7.62 by 5.1, I believe. Not exact, but they're close. It's a big round. Falcon just poked me saying, bro, it's time to be Private Jackson from SPR. I actually don't understand the reference, but you know what? I'm sure some of you will. This should be good. Right up, Roar. Alright, so we hear both sides of planes spinning up. And there's the start. Alright. Now, I want to know what you're thinking. How are these Hellcats going to take off? Well, you see, American Hellcats back in the day were the most superior craft they ever made, other than the Shooting Star, but they have VTOL technology. See? Here, I'll demonstrate again. VTOL technology. And they're off. That's how they took off from the carriers, guys. It just went up. Duh. Alright, Green 4 pilots swooping in. So you gotta remember the play area is here, but aircraft are allowed to leave the play area. We've got one tank set up on the northern side. Trying to find where that other tank is. It's on the southern side, so a little limited in their positioning there. We got some smoke grenades being thrown. But otherwise, wow, it is really hard to tell which plane is whose plane. I know Flux and Maz are the Green 4 pilots. Mountain and Greg are the Blue 4 pilots. So both sides are kind of just keeping a wide berth here. Uh-oh. G-Leg's coming in with that 0. Doing a low strafe as it looks like. Have some engagements going on. G-Leg's taking ground fire and fire from the sky. The other pilot is north. We have some dagger cuts going on as Flux tries to get into Maz, but G-Leg's now behind Flux. A lot of ground fire, but it is not ranged enough. Mountain disconnected. He was the other Blue 4 pilot. Uh-oh. So one of the Zeros has already gone down to a technical error. Maz doing his best to try to get around G-Legs. But now with a 2v1 here, I don't know how G-Legs is going to be able to outperform two pilots there. They gotta be careful they don't hit each other, though, in their own sprays. Now, I am watching the main fight from afar as well. You see Green 4 starting to move into this sector. Like trying to get a dagger cut on Maz, intentionally stalling here. Ooh, those stalls. Meanwhile, we have Swedge coming up. There's Sector 1, Swedge finds Naps and headshots him. And if he wants, he can take that M1 carbine now. But him leaving that sector, and I think there's another guy in Sector 1 that got killed off, means Sector 1 is lost, but now Swedge has the opportunity to get behind enemy lines here. The Zero's smoking. I think the Zero just got shot down. It's gliding. So he's attempting to glide in. He's got his gears down. He's going to land on the beach. G-Leg's trying to bleed speed. And he does it. So now the Americans have air superiority. G-Leg is trying to avoid being shot at this point. As I say that, he's shot. Woo! There's your plane PvP. And now we'll see what the Americans on Green 4 here do with that air superiority. They'll be able to strafe enemy positions. Oh, G-Leg's woke back up, and he is going to be able to get away. Lucky him. Looks like Swedge was taken out. Stark came in to where Swedge was, and we do have a body back there. All right. Stark found a Japanese guy. The Japanese guy did not survive. Now, I have heard that there will be more planes tonight based off of what was said by the admins, reminding people that they can't take plane slots a second time unless no one else wants them, so... we'll see what they decide to do. And now we're just going to have these Hellcats coming in from afar. They're still strafing the plane, though. They need to change targets at this point. So let's see if there's some coordination from the ground. Oh, wow. So a shell just came in and knocked Norris and Eagle out. Oh, wow, a lot of people are down. I think that's the tank firing. I don't know what else that could be, but that's a lot of knockouts on the Green 4 side, or it's a 6-inch gun. Nasty shot there. But yeah, Green 4 southern line's pushing. The northern one's still a little stuck, but looks like the tanks are supporting. No, we got one tank supporting the south. I'd assume one is now supporting the north as well. Infantry still being slow to move up, though. I wouldn't stress too much yet, though. The main fight is the ground. And Green 4 had a lot of guys just get knocked out down here. I'm not sure what their status is. I am seeing bodies, though. So yeah, they've lost quite a few guys to the south. The north is also taking casualties. But looking at Blue 4, I only know of one guy that was killed. That was Swedge, and Wallace also died. So we all... So I think just lost Sam. Now you got the other Sherman firing from afar, getting multiple knockouts here with its machine gun. Looks like the pack gun got disabled. Picking up more of that Type 100 SMG ammo. So Green 4 now pushing as the planes continue to strafe, but the planes don't really know what is going on here. Big skill issue. Did I find Wilson? Oh no, Clown Prince, yeah. Clown Prince was mountain and he crashed, yeah. Did you find Wilson, buddy? Alright, so I think Jappy's going for the SMG in this situation, which I don't blame him for. Here, machine gun fire going, shots are going left, right, and central. I don't know why I'm seeing grenades being thrown. It's way too early for that. I think they think the enemy's a lot closer than they actually are. Something's on fire over here. I think that was the plane. I think the tank finished it off. So now you got the Shermans firing into here. This tank got stuck, and it's now infinitely wobbling. Interesting. And you got a fighter now strafing. Both fighters following each other in this strafe. And Maz just exploded. He crashed because he has a -1. That's cute. Well, it's okay, Clown Prince. You weren't the only one that crashed. So we got Barnes down here, but we have G-Legs up here. He's a pilot, and he's got a handgun. Though handguns in World War II haven't really been too effective. So we'll see if he gets the drop on some of these guys. Otherwise, both flanks here are advancing. This group, I think, is going to try to go to Sector 3. This group's trying to smash to Sector 2. What's our time? We're only 10 minutes in. Ooh, yeah, wait for one of them to stop. One of these guys just got killed. Knocks out Squeak. And they trade. So these guys could still wake back up, but yeah, one headshot right there from, it's either a carbine or a Quran. Yeah, they're waking back up. And Maz is still on fire. Alright, so we have the tank over here. Is the other one still doing the hippie hoppy? Yes, it is. But the tree got knocked over. So the other tank's adjusted to the south at this point. And it's switched to its machine gun. And turned its main gun around. That's a weird call. So the US also have a bit of an armor superiority right now as well. Otherwise, you got Green 4 pretty much pushed up on this position. They're engaging. Wow, a lot of Japanese forces attempt to push back here. And they got pretty badly taken out. I think they pulled the 6-pounder gun back as well, but yeah, now they're pretty much dying in this position. It's looking more and more like a Green 4W here. And the tank's coming up the flank. So I gotta wonder, yeah, so the tank crews pulled all the way back. They're SOL. So casualties have gained on Blue 4's, oh, Maz is all the way up there now. I don't know how Maz did that, but here he is. Okay. Falcon's still alive, on no kills though. He's waiting in the back line right here, and he's trying to get some pickoffs. He does have the grenade rifle adapter though. He's doing his best to sight out targets, but yeah, no, that last Blue 4 guy that was unconscious there just got double tapped by Stark. And you're just seeing that technology difference, man. You're seeing a strafe on that light tank. Minimally effective, though. Now, does Gurr have any AT? I don't think so. He has his handgun in a dream. Yeah, so these guys, it looks like they're abandoning Sector 3, so this force will be able to get there and then flank it, but beyond that, there's not a lot left. Maz's shots by someone on the ground. Someone looked up and noticed him. It might have been Falcon. Wake back up though, because Type 99, once it hits you center mass, you usually don't wake up after that shot. So that tank's pulling back a bit, I think back to its allied infantry. They're still pushing and assaulting. You just have Artisan left right there, I think because they noticed that pack gun on the left side, but yeah, no, those guys are pretty much screwed. So a tank got put around on the northern side. Here's Maz. Falcon's moving up to potentially tap him. He's got to be careful, though, because there's a tank right here. So I think Falcon just tapped Maz, and now he's pulling back. Congrats, Falcon. Your one credited kill is in a pilot that was in no position to engage. Gur comes around, knocks Squeaks out, but then he gets picked off. Maz, did you enjoy your tumble there?
Did you see what happened after?
Yeah, you fell down next to Falcon and Falcon killed you. I will admit, it is hard to hear you over the gunfire, my friend, so I will just do my best to commentate with the open mic. Go ahead.
I did at least get the plane.
Yes. Yes, you did.
And then I got my own plane.
Yes. That's okay. Mountain got his own plane, too, and he was on the other side, which is why that fight was a 2v1. All right, otherwise, we're going to straight going right here as Flux tries to get some infantry, is unable to. Blue 4 staying in the zone here, throwing some well-placed grenades. And that catches at least 2 Americans. More grenades going back and forth. Some are bouncing off of the walls, but the rounds are penetrating. And 3 Japanese players go down. Falcon trying to help Lolo. No, Falcon's trying to take Lolo's marksman rifle, but he's dragging him into the bunker, so maybe he's still going to help. Otherwise, Tank is looking around right here with his machine gun, trying to find an angle. Most of Blue 4's guys wake up after those grenade throws. But more grenades are thrown. Yeah, they're shrapneling through these wooden barriers here. Oh, one bounced over and does more damage to Pierce, but he is sticking in the corner. He is mostly okay. And now Blue 4 are going to do their best to hold this zone. The Southern Green 4 group still slowly advancing. Artisan's still right there, but this is tough. More grenades being thrown. That knocks Pierce out. They're trying to hit Stark with some SMG fire right now. We have Grab with the bazooka out. He's waiting for that tank to come up. And Green 4 are making their first push here. But I think this is going to be their only push. The only other force is on the southern side, so Blue 4 can weather it. They stand to be in a good position, but it's a tough call. All right, more grenades being thrown on the right. That might have just friendly fired a few people. I think that's a smoke about to go off. Ooh, grenade thrown wide, knocks, does some damage to Nemesis. Falcon firing, receiving fire from Nemesis there. And he gets picked off as Falcon knocks him out. Patriot getting knocked out as well as he pushes by some submachine guns on the right. That was probably Zandu. And now you have the other Sherman coming around. Hopefully the light tank will be able to put some shots in it. Mike caught out of position here. Nemesis wakes back up. Falcon unable to land the killing shot. And then Nemesis trades with a submachine gun downrange, but he's still only knocked out. I doubt he'll wake up a second time. So Green 4 doing their best to also move forces up the northern flank. At this place, the numbers are pretty even. But Green 4 have 2 tanks supporting them, and they also have an aircraft that can help out. Mike gets knocked out because he was in the middle of the open for some silly reason. And the tank crew abandons that position and starts getting picked off. A bazooka fires or something heavy. I think it was just short, though. And another AT round goes way high. And the other Shermans now come around. Wise trying to kill Mackenzie. Unable to get the kill there because handguns suck in FNF tonight. And they somehow manage to knock each other out. Wise survives, though. Might be able to wake back up later. Other tank is now cooking off. Blue 4, I don't think has the AT to deal with this. Falcon staying on the rooftop. You have Blam knocking out Cool Breeze with his LMG. Despo getting knocked out. I don't know by what, though. Both sides are just taking significant casualties right now. Patriot runs up and knocks Falcon out. Falcon was up on 3 kills. Patriot gonna double tap, and there's the kill. I just heard something heavy hit one of the tanks. Don't know what it was, though. AT hits one of the Shermans, flames it out. And the crew desperately tries to run out. Oh, King might get run over? No, okay. Drake is now trying to fire AT rounds on one of the remaining Blue 4 garrison positions here. As Thomas here is trying to pick out some of the gunners. Pokes his head out, though, and the other tank's firing at the top of the bazooka launcher. I got another LMG gunner, might try to pick people up. I think he might try to hit Arma Jesus there, but is unable to line up a shot. And I think Green 4 have this pretty decisively. Meanwhile, the other plane, Flux, has crashed in a tree from the looks of it. And the rest of Green 4 is advancing on that other position. But this looks to be a decisive Blue 4 victory here. We got Lolo on the rear with that scoped Type 99 rifle, trying to get some more pickoffs. He's only gotten 1 kill with it. It's not really showing any good progress. Grenade goes out. It's going to be a smoke, otherwise it would have killed Tymic by now. But someone just shot Tymic in the face. That might have been Killer Wolf. Thomas taking fire from his flank, and Mr. Despacito knocks him out as Thomas tried to knock that tank out. I think this is the end. Despo coming around the flank with that Thompson and manages to knock them both out. There's that sector captured. We're just waiting on the southern force to push into the final sector, and that will be GG. I give it 2 minutes, maybe 1 at their rate. Now, Blue 4 is fully eliminated as well, minus Lolo, so if Lolo gets shot, it'll then go by default as Blue 4 being eliminated. So Rex, you're probably right. I might have said Op 4 on accident. I just got the wires crossed. Lolo got knocked out. I don't know what hit him, but he's down.
Yeah, so funny enough, if you crash the plane, the only way out is if you use the scroll wheel option to take off, and then it flings you up like thousands of feet.
Who?
Oh, you the pilot?
Honey, you say something?
Yeah, you gave me the real like Pacific pilot
I think I
experience
just heard something said.
Dude, I was
of landing on
literally
Japanese garrisons.
I shot you 6 times. I was literally looking up and I was like, ooh, another plane. I was about to shoot it and I was like, oh, parachute. Must shoot. Put so many bullets in you, you would die.
Apparently the Blue 4 tanks didn't have any AT.
Yeah.
They didn't have any tank shells. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I don't think the Hago have.
Truth is, boys, the game was rigged from the start.
Gun go click instead of bang. Unfortunate.
Yeah, just waiting for the 2 remaining Blue 4 guys to bleed out. Or someone to get in the sector.
I'm waiting for Flux to go 1,000 feet in the air. This is the only way out of the plane. There's literally no option to get out.
How the fuck does he have 5 friendly knockouts? What the hell?
And there's the final sector.
No, it's not 5.
It's points because when you destroy a friendly plane, you lose 5 points.
Yo, I'm gonna try and dogfight this game. I wanna fly.
There isn't one next.
Son of a bitch.
Round 3 has it though, right?
Okay.
Oh.
Because they mentioned don't take plane slots again tonight if you took them the first round, so that tells me there's going to be more.